back to the Joy Review, and I was going to do a match review for the 1-0 win against Brentford on Saturday, but thought actually no, wouldn't really be appropriate to do it right before our next game, which of course is a trip to AC Milan in the Champions League tomorrow night. I mean, I cannot believe I'm saying that. You know, just hearing the anthem, for us, especially at St James's Park, I wasn't old enough to be going to the games last time we were in the Champions League under Sir Bobby Robson. And, playing these clubs as well. But, really, I'm just going to be previewing the Champions League as a group and our chances of how we do in the competition. So, of course, we are in Group F, as I think everyone knows by now. The group of death got PSG, Borussia Dortmund, and AC Milan. So, of course, we'll look at our fixtures. So, of course, we'll start off with a trip to Milan to play AC Milan. And, of course, we drew 2-2 against Inter Milan in the San Siro. Shearer scoring a brace. Unfortunately, they did win 4-1 at St James's Park, and they got through that second group stage along with Barcelona. But, of course, now we're playing AC Milan. I do remember 10 years ago being at St James's Park for Steve Harper's testimonial against an AC Milan Glory 11. Paddy Canio was playing for them just before he got sacked by Sunderland. If I remember correctly, Pavel Srnicek was playing in that. This is a couple of years before he sadly passed away. Shearer was playing that night. Gary Speed's sons were playing. Asprilla had a goal disallowed in that game. But now we're playing AC Milan. Tonali, hopefully, will be playing against them. He did pick up an injury. Particularly, I'm thinking, oh no, he's going to be missing this game. He was on the bench on Saturday, even though he didn't come on. Hopefully, he'll get a chance against his former club. And our dream would be he scores the goal. Sven Botman, who was heavily linked with Milan before we signed him, he plays like Paolo Maldini. Imagine that, and we get the win to kick off our Champions League campaign. After that, we go to at home. My first chance ever to watch a Champions League game, and we're at home to PSG. Of course, if Messi and Neymar stuck around, potentially I would have been watching them at St James's Park. Neymar now playing with Mitrovic in Saudi Arabia, and Messi playing alongside DeAndre Yedlin in Miami. But there is Mbappe there. Man, dreaming of just Dan Burn pocketing this guy. And it was also on the 4th of October. We played our first home game last time we were in Europe. Against another French club, Bordeaux. I mean, I know Bordeaux nowhere near as good as PSG. We're beaten 3-0, so who knows, maybe history could repeat itself. Even if it's not a 3-0 win. And, you never know the result, because we're beating Barcelona in our first Champions League campaign. We beat Juventus in our second campaign, both at St James's Park. So, you never know. And after that, we've got another home game against Borussia Dortmund. Of course, this has been talked about as War Flags versus the Yellow Wall. Chance for our fans to go and see the Yellow Wall if, they're lucky to get a ticket for the away game. I know it's going to be hard getting there because there isn't any direct flights from Newcastle to Dortmund. But, of course, we'll play them at home on the 25th of October. And then we've got to go to Germany on the 7th of November. And of course, actually, Isaac used to play for Dortmund for a couple of years there as a teenager before he went to Real Sociedad. It's a bit like Mikel Moreno. they both used to be at Dortmund, and then they were both teammates at Sociedad, and they've obviously had Moreno going from us to Sociedad, and then of course Isak going from Sociedad to us 4 years later. But of course that will be our third and fourth games against them, and then we'll have another away game on the 28th of November against PSG in the Parc des Princes. I mean, hopefully, we're not getting treated. Our fans aren't getting treated badly like Liverpool fans were in Paris for the Champions League final, and I think England fans were there for the Rugby World Cup recently, because I know that's getting played in France, and hopefully, the authorities or whoever's in charge getting fans in, hopefully they're not being so inept this time for us. And then of course the final group game is at home to AC Milan. I'm glad we got the final game at home. We've got a team who they're not going to like playing on a cold winter night on Tyneside, and hopefully they just struggle with it, and maybe we'll get the win and get ourselves into the knockout stages. But I do always like having the last game at home, especially we've got something to play for, which in the Champions League or Europa League, chances are you're going to have something to play for. If you're through, you want to try and get top spot. You haven't wrapped that up already. If you're out the competition, potentially you might want to get the consolation place of, getting a Europa League or conference place. But if we're looking at the teams in the group, I think whoever finishes third will have a chance of winning the Europa League after Christmas. But of course, I'd be happy with that. I know Liverpool are in that competition, and of course there is the possibility of other teams dropping into it. But it's going to be an unbelievable experience playing in the Champions League once again. It'll be a learning curve really for if we weren't going to say the Europa League or Conference. We might have a good run in the Champions League, but just get knocked out and then go into the Europa League and win that. I'm thinking back to West Ham when they did so well in the Europa League, got the semis, then went into the Conference League and won that last year. But and also a good thing is, we're playing 3 clubs we have never played before. Because both times previously we played Barcelona and played Dynamo Kiev. But it's just nice to play some new clubs, and hopefully we'll do well in Europe this year. I mean, what it is, I hope it's just a case of, teams are not prepared for what's to come from us. I mean, because, Leicester City, who would have thought they'd reach the quarterfinals when they were in the competition? I'm not saying we're going to do that, but I'm just mentioning what is possible. I mean, I know they had probably an easier group than what we've got. And But then again, they came close against Atletico Madrid. And even if we don't get in past the group stages, Man City, it took them a couple of years. Well, first couple of times they went out in the group stages. I think the second time around they didn't even win a game in the 2012-13 season. The only club from England not to do that. So yeah, that is pretty much all I've got to say for the Champions League. But I will give you my group table predictions. So this is just for our group. But I'm going to go in 4th place, AC Milan. In 3rd place, Borussia Dortmund. In 2nd place, Newcastle United. And in 1st place, of course, Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. good luck practically to everyone really entering the Champions League, unless you're playing Newcastle. Yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to my channel. Check out my social media pages in the description below. Thank you for watching again, and hopefully I'll get a match review done on Wednesday for the Milan game. See you later.